The holidays mean more travel, more shopping, more time online, and more personal info in more places that could expose you more to identity theft. But LifeLock monitors millions of data points per second. If your identity is stolen, our US-based restoration specialists will fix it, guaranteed, or your money back. Don't face drained accounts, fraudulent loans, or financial losses alone. Get more holiday fun and less holiday worry with LifeLock. Save up to 40% your first year. Visit lifelock.com/podcast. Terms apply.
I had that dream again. My small business needs to hire, but I don't use LinkedIn, and I hire an energy vampire. But also, they're a literal vampire. And suddenly, my team is spending all their time sharpening wooden stakes and buying bulk silver and rehearsing ancient chants, and then I wake up.
Don't let hiring nightmares ruin your dreams. LinkedIn Jobs' new AI assistant takes insights from over 1 billion professionals to create a short list of the best fits for you. Post your job for free at linkedin.com/quality. Start hiring today with LinkedIn.
Hello and welcome to I Talk to Ghosts. I'm your spirited host, Jennifer, a professional medium and a teller of ghost stories. Tonight's episode, dear listener, I'm going to be discussing the topic of spirit guides. I feel like there are at least 3 different approaches to the topic of spirit guides. You either have them, you want them, or perhaps you don't believe in them. Personally, I think that everyone does have spirit guides. A popular belief behind spirit guides is that they are these unseen, unknown entities that influence and direct your life and chart the course of things for you and guide you along the way. I mean, the name guide is right there in their title. However, I really think that free will on this plane is very important, and that spirit guides will not interfere with your life in any way unless you specifically request them to. So if you've never reached out to a guide specifically for help with that intention, you could very well just be perceiving that spirit guides aren't there to help you. The topic of spirit guides is vast and so multi-layered, which is one of the reasons why I wanted to share some stories with you tonight of people who have had encounters with their spirit guides, as well as share with you my own personal story of interacting with my spirit guide, with the emphasis on the word personal, because the way I view my relationship with my spirit guides, it is very personal, and I consider it private. I really don't talk about it a lot, but I am willing to share a couple of details tonight because I love sharing things with you. That will be later on in the episode. And if you are interested in connecting with your spirit guides and you don't know where to start, I will include a brief guided meditation in this episode so that you can explore this work further. That's all later on in the podcast. But first, let's explore those spirit guide stories and see if you've had similar experiences or if perhaps these stories inspire you to explore the topic further. Let's get to those stories. This experience happened to me just last year. I was meditating in a quiet room with some ambient music on and candles with the aim to meet my spirit guide. I hadn't ever considered doing this until I joined an empath group online and saw others speaking regularly about their guides. After meditating for a few moments, I asked if my guide could come forward. Almost instantly, I saw a woman with long brown hair and a red hairband, in her mid-30s, smiling at me. I felt pure warmth and kindness from this lady. Her face was quite close to me, and it filled all of my perspective. What background I could see around her was black and gray and slightly smoky. It was only afterwards I remembered this detail, and I find it a bit strange now. I was surprised at seeing someone, that someone would appear so quickly. I asked her her name. I immediately got the name, Shandi. I thanked her and opened my eyes. Since this first event, I've spoken to her when walking and have asked for signs for her around me. All I've gotten since is the image of her smiling at me. Again, but this has been when I'm walking, not meditating. Looking online, there is a Hindu goddess named Shandi. I don't want to be pretentious and assume my spirit guide is a goddess, so I'm under the assumption this isn't her. Regardless, I feel different, knowing she is around me, and this leads me on to some reflection. I'm finding it hard understanding how all this works and truly believing that she is my spirit guide. This is the juxtaposition I'm in. I'm not a religious person, but I do believe in spirits. I want to believe with all my heart that this is the path for me. I'm going to continue to work with her and see how our relationship builds. Let me start by saying I never expected anything close to this when I started meditation. Growing up Hindu, meditation was a part of my childhood, so eventually I started to take it for granted over time. When I fell out of meditation, I was at my lowest. I had issues in my life going on, things I wasn't dealing with. My dad passed away, and I was just lost in life. This is when I decided to focus on my spirituality and get back into meditation. My goal was to find balance and happiness, meet my spirit guides, and just improve my well-being overall. Fast forward to late last year. I was meditating in my bedroom. I was listening to some mantras, and I decided not to ask for anything, but to pour love out of my body, to give back. Once I set this intention, everything changed. I felt love pouring out of my body and into the cosmos. I was smiling and laughing the entire time. It felt good to love everything and myself. But mainly, it felt good to give love back instead of trying to receive it like I usually attempted to do. When I opened my eyes, I was mind blown. I saw a shimmering light all around my room, in the physical. It looked like shining curtains dancing around my room. This was the first time I had ever opened my eyes to see a change in my physical space after meditating. I decided to meditate with the intention of meeting my spirit guides in the physical while using the method of giving instead of taking. This worked beautifully. I asked them to show themselves, and when I opened my eyes, I saw splotches of blue light orbs all around my room. They were flashing, unsynchronized, almost playful. This happened every single night for a week until I decided not to keep asking this of them. But I wanted to let people know that putting your love out there into the universe is way stronger than asking to receive love from the universe. And for people skeptical about meditation, please give it a shot and please stick with it. life does get better, even when it seems like all is lost. Thank you for listening to my story. One summer evening, I decided to visit my favorite beach, hoping to connect with my spirit guide. The sun was setting, and the ocean was just a shimmering expanse of liquid light in front of me. I walked along the shoreline, feeling the cool sand beneath my feet and a gentle breeze on my skin. I found a quiet spot near a large, smooth rock and sat down, facing the horizon. The sound of the waves crashing against the shore was both soothing and hypnotic. I closed my eyes, took several deep breaths, and allowed myself to relax completely. As I centered myself, I silently set my intention to meet my spirit guide. With each breath, I felt my mind become more tranquil, and a sense of calm surrounded me. In my mind's eye, I saw the waves gently rolling in, each one bringing me closer to a state of deep meditation. I imagined a path of light stretching out from the shore, leading me into the heart of the ocean. As I followed this path in my mind, I felt a growing sense of anticipation mixed with serenity. The water around me was warm and inviting, and I sensed a presence drawing nearer. I saw in my inner vision myself standing on the surface of the ocean, surrounded by an ethereal glow. In the distance, a figure emerged from the water, radiating a soft light. As they approached, I could see their features more clearly. They had a peaceful and wise demeanor with eyes that seemed to hold the depths of the ocean. And I felt an immediate connection. They communicated without words, their thoughts and emotions flowing into me effortlessly. They conveyed messages of strength, resilience, and the importance of staying true to my path. My guide then led me to a small island in the middle of the ocean. We sat together on the sand, and my guide encouraged me to embrace my inner wisdom and to trust the process of my unfolding path. They also reminded me of the boundless support available to me, not just from them, but from the universe itself. I felt an overwhelming sense of gratitude. As my vision began to fade, the guide placed a small shell in my hand. Gradually, I felt myself being gently brought back to the present moment. I opened my eyes and saw the real ocean before me. The experience had left me with a profound sense of clarity and a renewed sense of purpose. I held the imaginary shell close to my heart. From that day on, whenever I visit the beach, I carried the memory of that encounter with me. The ocean has become a sacred place of connection and reflection for me, where I can always find solace and guidance. Let's try something new. You probably know my medium work by now, but did you know I also love to provide tarot readings as well? I absolutely love the messages the cards can offer of affirmation, inspiration, and guidance. If you are feeling called to see what messages are waiting for you, visit italktoghosts.com to book a reading with me. I can't wait to meet you. Welcome back to I Talk to Ghosts. I promised you a story of my own personal experience with working with a spirit guide. This experience is definitely a favorite of mine. I reached out to a guide that I was aware of for quite some time, and I wanted to cultivate that relationship. So I just opened the space and reached out to her. And she immediately gave me this visual of tree branches. It was an image that she had shown me before. So I asked her, in my mind, with my soul, why do you keep showing me these branches? And as I was studying these tree branches, she then showed me a rune symbol. And in all, she showed me 3 different rune symbols. And I don't read runes. I am not familiar with what the symbols mean. So I had to look them up. And there was a distinct personal message within those 3 symbols that really resonated with me and where I was in my life at that moment. And it was very moving and encouraging and incredibly validating. So there was also that confirmation there for me that it wasn't in my mind. This was a valid experience. And I think that is something that we struggle with spirituality, whether it's our intuition, mediumship, or working with our spirit guides. We often step back and question ourselves and think, was this just my imagination? Am I making it up? And my advice to you is, at some point, when dealing with matters of spirituality, it has to be a matter of trust and faith. And at some point, put your logical, analytical brain aside and really just know in your heart, in your being, what you're experiencing and what it means to you. I still work with my guide. She still occasionally shows me rune symbols, and we have a very supporting relationship. I feel that if I ever truly needed her help, she could offer me guidance. But in the meantime, free will. It's up to me. Enjoy this life. Run around like it's a playground with a big heart and an open mind, and just enjoy the magic of the world. And that's another thing about spirit guides. You really do have to suspend the ordinary, move away from the comfort of solid, what you see is what you get, and venture into that spiritual territory of faith and love and compassion. And I truly encourage anyone to create that quiet space in themselves and to see who is out there for you. This is very similar to mediumship, where I open the space, call a spirit guide close, and then see what happens. No expectations, no demands of how it needs to be, just a lovely spiritual connection. As I said, my story was a personal one, and I know I didn't give every detail that was meaningful to me, but I do hope that hearing this encourages you to explore your relationship with your spirit guides further. And again, I'll have a short meditation for you to try when you have a quiet moment. This is by no means the only way that you can connect with your spirit guide. This is just something personal to me that I want to share with you, and I hope it resonates with you. As promised, this is a small meditation to help you connect with your spirit guide. Settle in, get comfortable. Take a deep breath, slowly let it out. And for the next couple moments, just close your eyes. Let go of anything that was occupying your mind today, anything you have to do or thoughts or worries. And to help with this, just focus on your breath for a few moments. Breathe in, breathe out, relax your shoulders, relax your eyes, let go of the tension in your jaw. Feel your hands, feel the warmth there. Feel what it's like to just be. You're here right now, enjoying a moment. Now, if you're able to, picture in your mind's eye a beautiful forest, birds singing, sunlight in the leaves, the hum of a bumblebee. Realize that all this beauty is here for you to relax in, feel sheltered, and enjoy it. Find a place to comfortably sit and contemplate what it's like to be surrounded and a part of this lovely life force. And as you sit here in this lovely, enchanting forest, set the intention for a spirit guide to come close to you, for your greater good, for your higher self, and ask that your guide join you. And take a moment to just open your mind and your heart to create a space so that when the energy shifts, you'll feel it. It can be very subtle. It can feel like a shift in the air or just a subtle presence of someone there with you. And just take a moment to sit together. No expectations. No need for anything but enjoying the moment. And you may ask your guide, what is one thing you would like to convey to me? And this can come through as a mental symbol or a phrase, a color, or even an emotion. But take a moment to ask, what would you like to share with me at this time? And when you feel like you've gotten your answer, feel free to say thank you and goodbye, and feel your guide gently leave your presence. You can cultivate feelings of gratitude for this experience. You can be thankful for the beautiful forest around you. And slowly come back to your body. Come back to your room. Come back to the present moment. I hope that this meditation was helpful for you. And feel free to come back to it anytime, or feel free to create a similar experience for yourself in your mind's eye. If you happen to want to share and discuss your experience with me, please reach out. Did you enjoy this meditation? I've created a more in-depth spiritual offering for you to explore. Visit italktoghosts.com/offerings to download a guided experience to cultivate your relationship with your higher self and your spirit guides. This is a new venture on my part, and I was inspired by my own spirit work to create this meditation, so I'm very excited to share this with you, and I hope it brings a little magic to your day. Again, visit italktoghosts.com/offerings to learn more. And with that, dear listener, we've reached the end of this episode of I Talk to Ghosts. I hope you've enjoyed the spirit work that I shared with you today, as well as this exploration and discussion of spirit guides. Do you have an experience with a spirit guide that you would like to share? I would love to hear it, so please reach out. You can email me anytime at speaknow@italktoghosts.com. In the meantime, wherever you wander off to in this world or the next, just remember, come back and visit with me. Have a lovely evening and good night.
Hey there, I'm Susie and I'm the host of Beyond the Ferns podcast. Each week I take you beyond the headlines into the stories that linger long after the news fades. From chilling true crime and unsolved cold cases to paranormal encounters, cults, and extraordinary survival stories. It's a little bit of everything for everyone. Whether you're drawn to mysteries, fascinated by the strange and unexplained, or simply love a good story, I focus on the truth, the details, and above all, justice for the victims and survivors. So buckle up, things are about to get a little scary. Follow Beyond the Ferns wherever you get your podcast. Thanks, y'all.
Something's coming. Do you hear it? Can you see it? Trundling across the common, following the old holloways, sauntering down the lane, rocking up into the market square, laying out its wares. It reels you in with mysteries, trades with you fantastic tales, spins for you fascinating stories. Stories like the haunted pound stretcher, flying saucers, poisoners and body snatchers, haunted woodland, and the secret tunnels beneath our feet. Weird in the Wade is on its way, a podcast that explores everything that is weird, wonderful, and a little off-kilter in the town of Biggleswade in Bedfordshire. If you like your spooky stories told with a dash of historical context, or you like your history with a pinch of the paranormal, then this is the podcast for you. Never miss an episode. Subscribe to Weird in the Wade wherever you're listening now.